Oh, champ. After we watched the brutal crash out of Akademiks going at Kim and Mase, after saying that, hey, Treasure Wilson, aka Stat, should probably calm down and stay out the mix, we did not get not one mention of Akademiks from Mase and Kim after different people got violated by Kim and Mase. I want y'all to hit the like button and share the video because it seems like Kim and Mase are running from Akademiks. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you share the video. We'll get to it, but first we gotta hit that theme music. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
I guess I'm supposed to be scared, cause you got toast up in here. But nigga, let's get one thing clear. I don't need a block without my Glock. Is it because I'm standing with your bitch? I got all these stones on my wrist. Don't think you're leaving here with this. I don't need a block without my Glock. I'm on another level when it comes to this. Cat swung and misstrapped under this. Rap's hungry as top soloist. Hopped over this cheap imitation try. Couldn't find an ice pop cola, bitch. Wires get tapped, your rep can't control the snitch, which means I'm in the bing if I throw 'em bricks. I dump carrots in the ring, overflow the wrist. Man, I even bring a thing when I go to piss. Look, money ain't a thing, thought I told them this. Your boy big as Yao Ming, I'm a soldier, miss. Only problem in hip-hop is waiting. Knowing that butter, I make the strict pop like bacon, hating. So look sloppy, so I stop, get the rollie fitted. Got a fan base in the towns that think Kobe did it. Them dick riders on the block and they starving. Give me a year, I'll be rocking the garden. You still be in the bricks, same bitch, same sloppy apartment. Bubble gum on the top of your carpet. Food stains in your clothes, they can't catch him. Dude changing his flows more than his hoes. Just got a range in the rose. These hoes ain't always love me, I was pissing them off. Cause she got the fuck thanks for you get to the boss. Now I moved up and ranked ice chips in the cross to see me blow. It's like vice grips on your balls. I guess I'm supposed to be scared, cause you got toast up in here. But nigga, let's get one thing clear. I don't need a block without my Glock. Is it because I'm standing with your bitch? I got all these stones on my wrist. Don't think you're leaving here with this. I don't need a block without my Glock. I was destined to swim backwards in cash since the day I was smacking the ass. Give me that blue cush in the booth and I'll be back in the flash. First week I'll be platinum in half. Going hard in the yard, still hungry like I'm back in the draft. Same shitty attitude, Cadillac in the stash. It's the critically acclaimed, lyrically inclined, and I'm easily influenced. Keep my name out your rhyme. Nowadays niggas tell your own balls set you up like Avon and string a bell. From the ghetto like Akon, so bring a L. You worthless like a wedding ring in a cell. Hell, all day I'm blowing dope. City aroma on my coat. It's stronger than secondhand smoke when I tote. I blow it in the sky for the slaughter of every mother and daughter that died in that water. For that little girl playing outside when it caught her, but was supposed to hit the guys in the corner. I make the heads bop in the street like speed bumps, cause every ball hit you hard as a Muhammad Ali punch. My bitch got an ass about as wide as a tree trunk. Shit hit once, I think about it for 3 months. Don't you know my nigga L pop off wigs? Leave him in the grass and say hi to their kids. I guess I'm supposed to be scared, cause you got toast up in here. But nigga, let's get one thing clear. I don't need a block without my Glock. Is it because I'm standing with your bitch? I got all these stones on my wrist. Don't think you're leaving here with this. I don't need a block without my Glock. Yeah. Boy Banks, nigga.
Push the goddamn button! Push the goddamn button! Push the goddamn button!
It's the mayor. Welcome to Showface News. You can call me what you want. Just don't call me Wolf. You now rock the town favorite Showface News is Big Gotham. And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you share the video. Again, we have to talk about this because what are we actually doing here? Why in the world is Mase and Cam not talking about Akademiks talking crazy about them unless certain things are true? Now check this out, gang. The crazy part about all this is any other time anybody said anything crazy about Mase and Camron, they would respond right away, following show. It's been 2 days and we've got absolutely nothing. The disrespect that was said, Mase saying that he was with ATM. What's an ATM? A transaction. They said he was with a transaction, champ. Yeah. You know, transaction. You get what I'm going, champ. They said basically transactions and all that. He also said the True Life duffed Camron in his face. Another fact. Why haven't we gotten anything? See, if nobody else is going to say something, then May will. All right. And let's just be honest. Y'all are running, champ. Are you going to let this Chappelle? Are you going to let this guy who Geppettoed a 15-year-old kid do this? Y'all just gonna let him look. Y'all just gonna make him let y'all look crazy. Is that what it is? Listen, I don't care if who been with what. Let's just say, okay. Let's just say Mase is a mook. Mase is a certified, all right, transactioner. Let's just say it's all true. That's his business, right? It's not illegal. What's worse, you being with a transaction or you being a Geppetto? You gotta pick your poison, champ. I'm just saying. Let's just say it. I'm not saying that he is a transactioner, champ. I'm not saying he's a consistent ATM goer. But I am saying, hey, champ, let's just say that he is, right? What's worse, being a transactioner or being a Geppetto? Pick your poison, game. We have to be honest. If you a Geppetto, champ, that's worse. This nigga could be whatever he wants to be. It's legal, right? But this guy's a Geppetto, right? I'm just saying. What's the reason why Mason Cam won't pack up Akademiks is the question that I have. Is it because that Akademiks is a main source to Drake when it comes to news and updates? That could be the reason. And remember, I have no victor here. I don't have a favorite. I don't want y'all thinking, hey, champ, you're picking sides. I'm not picking any sides. Because if you've been on this channel, you see me go at Mason Cam, and you see me consistently go at Akademiks. I went at Mason Cam for Glazing Drake. I went at Akademiks for Glazing Drake. Apparently, three Drake Glazers can't go at each other, right? Yeah, 3 Drake Blazers can't go at each other. Apparently so, right? So apparently there was some type of mediation done behind the scenes that we don't know about. That's stopping Mason Cam from talking about Akademiks, which I think is sucker behavior. I'm not gonna lie. If y'all niggas is gonna go at everybody and not go at this guy, something's going on. Did y'all get paid behind the scenes? What happened? Something's going on, gang. Something's happening here. Right? Shorty Nick says Mase used to pick up them young boys up from run and shoot back in the day. Hey, I don't know nothing about that, champ. I'll be honest. But I have heard some insane things. I wasn't there, champ. I don't know. And if he did, champ, he's still not a Geppetto. All right, listen, we putting pressure on the Geppettos. Not the one. Listen, if you are a mud butt specialist, good for you, champ. If that's what you want to do, if you want to be a mud butt assassin, that's your business. That's what you do. I got nothing to do with that, but at least you're not a Geppetto. Phoenix says, I think they don't want to give him any attention because he's a weirdo and doesn't deserve them to even mention him. They've mentioned plenty weirdos, though. They talked about Kanye. Kanye's a weirdo. He glazed his cousin. So we draw the line at cousin glazing? These niggas just went to Kanye. So we can't go act this the nigga who interviewed him. What? So we draw the line at the nigga who moined his cousin. That's what we do, champ. That's what we... I'm sorry. We drew the line at cousin glazing. Okay. That's crazy. You know what else is crazy? Mase did a diss track to Camron when he was beefing, right? And Mase said that Camron thrashed his own system. Facts. You can look that up. Think I'm lying? Go look it up. I don't even know how they still cool, to be honest. He told bro that Remember you thrashed your own blood sister? What? Hold on. You might have more in common than Kanye than you think, champ. Yeah, go look it up. Yo, bro, do the research. Or join the Mase Discord. I'll point you in the right direction. Can't do that right now. Join the Mase Discord. I'll point you in the right direction. Either way, champ. Let's be real here, okay? There's some sucker movements going on. How you go at Ye, but you don't go at? That don't make sense. This nigga Ye said he mourned his cousin, which I know personally is a lie because Kanye is a liar. But this is where we drew the line. Nigga, everybody gets scrutiny on the Mase platform. I don't give a damn who you are, nigga. We don't care. I don't care if you Mase. I don't give a damn if you can. I don't care who you are. Anybody can get this way. We're not scared of nobody. You dig? Cashman Trouble says Mase and Cam is bums for real. They scared of everybody but black Americans. Americans who Akademiks is not American, they don't want no smoke. I don't know why. Unless that nigga has damning information on either one of you guys, then that's different. You feel me? If he has some damning information on you niggas, then I get it. Maybe. But if you gangster, you shouldn't care what damning information gets out there. You shouldn't care. Can't nobody blackmail you or extort you. That shouldn't even be a thing. You feel me? That shouldn't be a thing. That doesn't make sense. You did? Well, what we doing? Y'all niggas gonna let bro talk crazy? I could never let act talk crazy. Oh, Chad. Clientele says Camron, the Harlem-born rapper, does not have a biological sister. This was confirmed by Camron himself during a public exchange with fellow rapper Mase. So Mase lied on him? Wait a minute. Even if it's not biological, isn't it still weird to thrash a sister that's not biologically your sister? Ain't that still kind of suspect a little bit though? I'ma just ask him, bro. I'm gonna ask you personally. Do you think it's okay to splash a non-biological sister? Stepsister, orphan sister, I don't know. Sister, whatever. I'm gonna ask you personally. What you think, champ? I'm asking you though. Okay, you don't got a blood sister. Cool, champ. But it's still a sister in some regard, correct, champ? So I'm gonna ask you who just said that, clientele. Do you think it's cool to thrash non-biological sisters, champ? I'm just asking you. You got time. I'll let you answer that when you're ready, champ. All right? Before you put your cape on, I'm asking you personally. Do you think that's okay, gang? I'm just asking. Diddy Pendergrass with $2 in town taxes says Cam got jumped by 100 Negroes, but scared of act weird. I don't think 100 niggas jumped him, bro. There was some goons with true life. You feel me? He says it's not cool, but it happens all the time. You know what, champ? I respect that answer. You're right, champ. You're right. You know what, champ? You're correct. You are correct, champ. I give you that. All right. I give you that, champ. You're correct. Respectable answer, yeah. Not true, but it does happen. Okay. Hey, champ, listen. Freaksmanship happens every day, B. Every day is freaksmanship. Freaksmanship don't got a stopping point. Feel me? And another thing I want to make very clear, like, I'm looking at the Diddy stuff, and I don't really give a damn too much about the Diddy trial too much. But bro, you mean to tell me that these niggas is only releasing freaksmanship things that Diddy did? Nigga said, Diddy was in the corner thrusting himself while another man took a golden shower in Cassie's mouth and all that. I don't see what's illegal about that though. So y'all saying this is evil and twisted because Diddy is a cuck? Nigga, y'all see cucking when y'all scroll through X-rated websites and all that. Y'all niggas act like y'all niggas is starting to front and act like, oh, this is disgusting. Nigga, the stuff that y'all watch is disgusting. If we go through y'all web browser history, I'm pretty sure there's some Diddy-like things there. Not everybody, but some of y'all. And niggas is talking about, oh God, he's a cuck. Oh, lock him up, he's a cuck. Nigga, a lot of y'all niggas is cucks. Yeah, a lot of y'all niggas is married to a woman you know is cheating on you, nigga. You're a cuck too. You just like Diddy, champ. Yeah, you just like Puff. Yeah, you with a woman that you know is cheating on you, champ. So you're just like Puff. Niggas said, oh, he was in the corner watching. So you're in the corner hearing. Sometimes you don't watch, but you just be hearing stuff in the house. And you scared to divorce your wife because you know she's gonna get half of your shit, nigga. So what we talking about? I'm just asking. Listen. Nah, you good, bro. You good. Don't trip, bro. Nah, you good. Listen, salute to you for telling me that wasn't his blood sister. I respect it, bro. I don't want you to think that the mayor's trying to come at you crazy. No, I had to double check. Because, you know, some people be glazing. You good, though. But, nigga, they said Diddy. He watched Cassie get thrashed, and he watched and enjoyed it. Nigga, you know how many people in goddamn Cali is paying a bunch of black men to thrash their wife while they watch, nigga? Y'all heard these things before. Why y'all fronting and acting like y'all ain't never heard such things? Now, as far as the golden showers to the mouth, that's something totally different. That's out of pocket. Now, the golden showers to the mouth is crazy. Okay? We not doing that. That's insane. Toiletry? Nasty. The true meaning of the word toiletry is nasty word. Hell no. Now, that's out of pocket. I ain't gonna lie. All right? Using someone as a toilet is absurd, nigga. We don't... That's insane. That's insanity. All right? That's very Eurocentric. By the way, yeah. That's super out of pocket, gang. I ain't gonna lie. But anything outside of that is crazy, gang. What are we talking about here? Diddy had a lot of lube. That's not illegal, nigga. He had enough lube to skate with. Nigga, you could have skated barefoot with the amount of lubricants that Diddy had, nigga. He had baby oil floors, nigga. You could have figure skated with your bare feet in that man crib. Cause that's how much baby oil was there. Niggas was figure skating naked and all that. Yeah, niggas was figure skating with robes on, cause that's just how much goddamn baby oil was on the ground, nigga. Marble floors full of baby oil. The niggas was skating barefoot. You dig? There was a warning sign. Wet floor signs was everywhere, nigga. They had wet floor signs embedded on the walls, by the way. It was 24/7 baby oil floors, nigga. It was wet floors 24/7, nigga. Greasy floors, all right? Niggas was skating barefoot, by the way. Yeah, champ. Insane. I don't know where the crime is at. Now, when we start talking about crime, then we can get somewhere, but it's not a crime to have baby oil floors if that's what the nigga wanted to have, nigga. There's no law in America's rule book that says, hey, it's a federal offense to have baby oil floors. Now, if somebody gets injured, you are getting sued, by the way. If a nigga don't know how to skate on those floors, you're getting sued, champ, all right? I'll say that. You dig? I'm going to just say that. I'm just saying that because I think it's crazy how niggas is trying to be up in arms like, he's sick. The nigga had the audacity to be a cuck. Lock him up. Well, we didn't lock up Will Smith for being a cuck now, did we, Chip? No, we didn't do that. The nigga went on the red table talk. Harry's wife said, yeah, I had a, what Jada Pinkett said? What was that? A what? I don't remember. It was something, she had a something. What was it? Can't remember right now. When she was with August Alsina and all that. That was cucking too. You ain't lock up with an entanglement. Salute to the homie being Tenzo. An entanglement, gang. Yeah. Yeah, an entanglement, gang. So why Will Smith not on the Diddy trial then? That nigga a cuck too. That nigga knew his wife was getting thrashed. So do we not put Will Smith in the Diddy trial too? Cause bro, we need to hear about some crime. That ain't no crime, gang. That ain't no crime, bro. Oh, champ. The next day says, Mayor, I think you're wrong. They just may be smart and not take real smoke to the internet. What's your thoughts? So look, I would agree with you if they didn't do that already, bro. You do realize they take all their real smoke to the internet. Camron smoked with Jim Jones. He brought it to the internet. Camron and Mase smoked with James Prince, aka J Prince. They brought it to the internet. Camron's issue with LiAngelo Ball or LaMelo Ball, whichever ball that was, we took it to the internet, bro. So now we can't take the Akademiks thing to the internet. They was just laughing at Kanye for mourning his cousin. They was just laughing at Kanye for saying that he topped his cousin off, gang. So how am I wrong if these niggas have a history of taking smoke to the net? I'm just asking. That's all I'm asking, champ. So now this is just above their pay grade. All of a sudden, a nigga bringing wreck to you, bro. These niggas is known for bringing wreck to their show, bro. You feel me? That's it. Mini Street says, man needs to drop the act diss track. For what? Let me tell you something. I don't do what these other goofy Nigerian scammers be doing. Understand? Please don't put me in the same category as that Nigerian scammer who opens his mouth wide on every thumbnail because he's waiting for Kendrick's meat to fall in it. Please don't put me in that nigga's category. I don't care about that nigga. I'll be honest. I don't care about a lot of these goofy niggas, to be real with you. These niggas, man, the things I want to say about niggas, I wish I could say. So I gotta make sure I simplify it in a YouTube-friendly terms, so I don't go off the deep end, okay? There's a lot of things I want to say to a lot of these goofies. A lot of these Frank and pole jockeys, okay? Yeah, that nigga with the Nigerian scammer whose mother is serving federal time in prison because she's also a scammer. Yeah, that nigga, I don't even want to talk about him. I don't talk about scammers. I don't talk about niggas who owe a bunch of rappers $200 because they finessed them and said they was going to do a reaction to their videos and he didn't do it. I'll never scam y'all, and I ain't never scammed y'all, period. Any nigga that says that I scammed them is a Frank lover, promise. Any goofy that says I scammed them is a liar. Cat, promise you that. You did? I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it a G stack with you. But I don't care about these Nigerian scammers and all these other goofy niggas. All right? These niggas is crazy, bro. I don't got no association with them. I'll be honest with you. Dig? But the madness gotta stop, bro. I'm not dropping no Akademiks diss track for what? What am I dropping an act diss track for? You gonna do that? Nah. That's my bike, punk. Says Mase said how act know I mess with a TS. When did he say that? I didn't hear him say that. A lot of people in Atlanta have been telling me stuff about Mase. Listen. Here's my thing. I can't prove that Mase is anything, right? I'm not here to prove that Mase. I don't know Mase. I can't say Mase is or something because I don't know. If I had general proof that he was, hey, it is what it is, man. But what I am saying is, if Mase is indeed a lover of ATMs, right? That's legal. It's not legal to play with 15-year-old boys. That's not legal, gang. That's out of pocket. That's weird. That's predatory. That's everything and all the above. That nigga could do whatever he want to do with an ATM if he chooses to. That's of legal consent. All right, it's agreed. This nigga, Akademiks, did something insane with a 15-year-old boy. So it's a lose-lose for him. I just don't understand why they wouldn't take it into consideration to be like, hey, this nigga is trying to make it seem like we some suckers and got some crazy jackets on us. I would expect Camron Mase to put hands, feet, elbows, knees, and toes on Act in a very verbal fashion, but they didn't do that. All right. Phoenix says, "Stop it, Mase for sure loves women. Don't say what you don't know." He probably do. I'm not saying you don't love women, but you could also love niggas too. Yeah, you can love both. You could be an equal lover. You ever heard of those frying pan individuals? Yeah. You know about them frying pan individuals that love everybody? Come on now. Yeah, they got frying pan individuals. All right. Let's not, you know about them frying pan individuals, those kitchen product lovers. You know about them. Come on, champ. All right. You can love women and love everybody at the same time. All right. Oh, champ. You could love all mammals. All mammals could be loved. All right. I don't know nothing though. Listen, I'm just saying what I don't know what he loved though. I'm not here to say what niggas love. You feel me? I don't know. Oh, Chad. That's my bike says that dude's in prison. That there's dudes in prison that got both ways too. Oh, that's their business too. Yeah, and that's their business. You dig? I don't know much about that neither. I don't know what niggas love. I'm not here to say what niggas love. Okay, but many streets call the nigga Scampaign Poppy. Scampaign Poppy is crazy. That's a good name though. That's a good name to give that nigga though. I'm gonna keep it a G stack. That's crazy. That's a good name to give him though. I ain't gonna lie. All right, I ain't gonna lie. You dig? All champ. J Ray says Kanye loves women and giving Frank massages. So yeah, I guess that's the thing. It is what it is, gang. All right, listen. As long as of a legal matter, we good. But once it gets illegal, nigga, then we talking. Then it's crazy. Like, hold on, wait a second now. This guy's on Discord talking crazy to a minor. Pause. Weird behavior. That's weird. I ain't gonna lie. We can't say that, hey, a nigga with ATMs is worse than a nigga being with children, nigga. That's different. Like, what we doing? All right? Listen, man. All I'm saying is people are getting mad at Diddy over something that they watch on a regular basis is crazy. I know that. You dig? But Camron Mase is running, bro. Listen, you can paint whatever narrative you want to paint about it. I think that because both Akademiks, Mase, Camron all support Drake in a very high fashion. And we also know that Drake done paid off the entire Dipset. The whole Dipset got paid by Drake. Drake gave the entire Dipset money, bro. The whole team got bread, nigga. So for that, they're going to forever ride for Drake. Do I blame them? Yes. I do blame them. Listen, I don't care how much money Drake gave me, nigga. I still think what I think. You feel me? I'm gonna say that. You dig? Has Akademiks got paid by Drake? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think Ak has ever met Drake in person. Probably didn't. You dig? Probably didn't. I ain't gonna lie. You dig? But it's nasty work that you niggas can't go with Akademiks, but you could go with everybody else. What we doing? Listen, it's also probably something that Akademiks know, because Akademiks said he know everybody's secrets, right? The nigga know everybody's secrets, correct? Well, here we are. I don't know. That's why Jim Jones going at Pusha T, it makes sense. That's not why, bro. That's because Pusha T supposedly dissed Jimmy first. It don't got nothing to do with Drake. But this could have something to do with Drake, by the way. I'm just saying. Oh, man. Somebody says, I'll push the light because you're finally wearing a new jacket. That's cool, champ. You have new Frank in your mouth. That's what that means. Yeah, your mouth is a jacket for Frank. Did you know that? Yeah, your mouth is a Frank jacket. You good at hiding Franks with your neck. Did you know that, champ? I'm glad you realized this. Congratulations. Yeah, they put you in the shadow realm where you belong. Your mouth is a Frank jacket, though. Keep Franks warm, like jackets do. Yeah, champ. So you zip your mouth on Frank. Get it? You can't talk because your mouth is zipped on Frank, so you're a Frank jacket. Look at that. Oh, champ. Oh, champ. Look at you, champ. Being a Frank jacket salesman. That's great. I'm proud of you, gang. I'm proud of you, champ. Good for you. Good for you, gang. Oh, champ. Oh, champ. Y'all niggas gotta do better, man. You can't come at me and think you gonna win. That's stupid. That's not smart. That's dumb. Foolishness. Shantae Fon told me with $10 in town taxes says, let's go home and salute Gotham City. We got you, salute. You see these Knicks, nigga? You see my Knicks, gang? Oh, champ. Knicks going stupid. I love it. And by the way, if you from Boston, no disrespect, but yeah. Oh, but no disrespect. If you from Boston, good luck to you. Good luck to you, gang. By the way. Oh, champ. Yeah, man. But these niggas, bro, these niggas ran from act. How y'all scared of academics? Let's go with the light. Hold up. How y'all scared of academics, bro? That's nasty work. Being scared of act is disgusting. What the fuck? Hold up. Being scared of academics is nasty work. Is basically what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't think they scared though. I honestly believe that somebody paid somebody or there was some mediation behind the scenes, bro. There had to be some type of mediation behind the scenes. What's going on with this light, bro? I'm gonna get to that town tax in just a second. I gotta fix this light. This is crazy, bro. This light is bugging. Hold up. We're gonna get to some town taxes in just a second. Bear with me, gang. Oh, champ. Okay, I think we're good. Let's get to some town taxes. We got the homie Carlos Rosado with $2 in town taxes, which says, these niggas scared in my bishop voice. Salute to you for paying your town taxes. Gang, I don't know. Somebody said they got 24 hours to respond, and it's been 48 hours, and we got no response. You feel me? Jay Ray says, Cam got that underdog sponsorship. Somebody definitely refused the situation. Well, you also have a stake sponsorship. A lot of people have stake sponsorships. I don't know if Mase and Cam have a stake sponsorship either, but a lot of these streamers and podcasters have stake sponsorships. So I don't know if they're trying to get a stake sponsorship too. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's for sponsorships reasons because money talks. But I told y'all you can't trust nobody that worships money. You dig? If you scared of somebody and you worship money, so that's the reason why you're not coming at them, that's probably the reason why. You dig? But I don't respect this whatsoever. Like, bro, it makes it seem like Mase and Cam are scared to me. To me, Mase and Camron helped build the narrative that they probably scared of academics, which is weird because nobody's scared of academics. You feel me? Like, nobody in the world is scared of academics. You dig what I'm saying? So the mere fact that they let this rock out only means that, hey, we're scared. It looks that. I'm not saying I don't believe that Mase and Cam are scared of act at all. I'm just saying it makes it seem like they scared. Iceman Vamp with $5 in town tax and says, nah, they shook. Cam ain't had a problem going at Elliott Wilson. Nigga, ain't nobody scared of no goddamn Simpson looking Elliot Wilson, nigga. Elliot Wilson is a punching bag. I'm sorry to say. Nobody on planet Earth is also scared of Elliot Wilson, nigga. Let's just be for real, nigga. Who's scared of Elliot Wilson, nigga? Like, seriously. Elliot Wilson? Nobody cares for that. Elliot Wilson is an underrated glazer. Elliot Wilson is a leftover glazer. Drake disrespect. Elliot Wilson is so soft that Drake disrespected him. I believe Drake would personally put 5 hands to Elliot Wilson's face and walk off, and Elliot Wilson won't do a goddamn thing about it. Elliot Wilson is like a glazer blow-up dog, champ. He's a glazer that's not real. He's a blow-up dog glazer, champ. We got Carlos Rosado with $5 to town taxes says, let's be real, Mayor. All these dudes are weird. Ak has some deep-rooted issues. Also, Camron Mase will let that girl go before they lose money. They all capping. They would let her go before they lose bread, and we know that for a fact. And we know that for a fact. You ain't lying. Salute to you for paying them town taxes, gang. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Oh, you say Christopher Alvarez looks like Elliot Wilson, nigga? Them niggas is related, nigga. Elliot Wilson might be Christopher Alvarez's dad, nigga. On the low. That nigga might be Christopher Alvarez pops, low key. You might have a point with that, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I know. See, you didn't even have to say his name, and I know exactly who you was talking about. You didn't even have to say that nigga's name, bro. I know exactly who he was talking about, and you ain't have to say that nigga's name whatsoever. That's crazy, right? I know. Insane, gang. We got more town taxes, bro. We got Iceman Van for $2 in town taxes, who says, that's my point. Ak and Elliot in the same field. Are they? I wouldn't say that, bro. More niggas know who Ak is than they know Elliot Wilson, bro. What we talking about? Really, bro? You think that Elliot Wilson and Ak is in the same field? I think you are wrong as hell. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I think you're insanely wrong, by the way. You ain't just wrong, you insanely wrong when you say that. Ak and Elliot Wilson are the same. What the hell? Champ. Where'd you get that from? Nah, bro. I disagree, but I hear what you're saying, though, gang. I hear what you're saying, though. Danny says Elliot, the industry-friendly version of Ak, in that people had to place. Oh, you doing a lot of typos. Maybe he's an industry friendly, but I don't even see him as Ak, to be honest with you. Like, how does him and Ak even correlate? I don't understand. Elliot Wilson and Ak is 2 different people, bro. One of them niggas is an alcoholic and from Spanish Town, Jamaica. One of them is an alcoholic immigrant from Spanish Town, Jamaica, who glazes Drake and sometimes glazes Kanye too, even if he does glaze his cousin. You feel me? That's what I can honestly tell you. I don't know about Elliot Wilson and Ak being similar. That doesn't even sound right to me personally. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. You dig? Jay Ray says Elliot Wilson got the face for radio and the voice for magazines. Basically, he should have stayed in the background. That I agree with. You ain't capping about that. I agree with that. I agree with that 1,000%. You dig? The only thing they got in common is they both glazers, bro. That's pretty much all they got in common. Is that they both glazers. I don't think it goes anywhere past them just being lasers when it comes to comparing them, if that makes sense. You dig? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that, champ. I ain't gonna lie. Run these likes about how many likes do we got, by the way? I need y'all to smash on the likes. To be honest, we need to run up these likes, gang. I ain't gonna lie. How many likes do we got? I'm about to double check. We gotta get 200 likes though, at least. At least. I'm gonna say that. But yeah, man, this is a damn shame that we're not gonna get any rec for Akademiks of all people. Because it wasn't that long ago when y'all went in on Kanye. So now we can't go in on Ak. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of wild. Tim Smith says they have a sports show. Going back and forth with Ak will be bad news. How is it going to be bad news when they going back and forth with everybody else? Didn't they just have a back and forth with Chad Ochocinco and all that? Didn't they just have a back and forth with LiAngelo Ball and all? Like, bro, these niggas is known for doing back and forths. What is a back and forth gonna do to hurt Mase and Cam? Nothing. It's gonna help their numbers and help them generate more revenue, bro. This is literally a show with two petty Harlem niggas. You mean to tell me it's gonna do them bad? I don't see that, bro. That doesn't make sense. All these niggas do is go back and forth with niggas. That's all they do, bro. They go back and forth with athletes. They go back and forth with rappers. They go back and forth with media personality. So what's really the harm done? Ain't no harm done, bro. I don't know where y'all be getting this from. They have a sports show, champ. So, and the sports show ain't shit without them niggas going back and forth with niggas. Without the pettiness attached to it. It's the personality that sells. It ain't just the sports show. It's the personality that sells. For real. You dig? J-Ray said he violated a senior citizen with a man unit. AKA J Prince. Exactly. You niggas don't care who they talk about, bro. Niggas don't care what they talk about, bro. You dig? But we gotta be honest, bro. This doesn't look good though. The fact that they kind of low key, they look like they duck smoke, looks bad. See, even though, like I said, I don't believe Mase and Cam is even remotely scared of Akademiks. Akademiks is scared of them niggas though. Facts. See, the Tito's pride, him drinking that Tito's gave him a lot of pride and a lot of fake strength to talk crazy. But truthfully, that nigga don't want no record with them niggas, man. You did? Tim Smith says, Ak ain't J Prince, Jello, Ye, or Jim Jones. He got a platform to drag them hours nightly, and Ak can be funny. You're right. Ak could be funny. You're not lying. But does that mean that they're scared of him? Hell no. Does that mean it's a bad business move to have smoke with Akademiks? Hell no. Nigga, a lot of people got smoke with Akademiks. Most people got smoke with Akademiks. Nigga, Akademiks cried after somebody of the community came for his head, named Saucy Santana, gang. Saucy Santana threatened Akademiks to clap his jerk season Hawaiian rules, yeah? Yeah, Saucy Santana threatened Ak, said he was gonna knock him out and bust down his jerk season Hawaiian rules, champ, and Akademiks cried in response. Yeah, he cried about it. Yeah, his oxtail Hawaiian rules were being threatened, and he started crying, champ. Yeah, that's a fact. Let me tell you something. Nobody in their right mind better ever say that nonsense to me, because I promise you that's gonna be the last time they say it. We not doing all this nonsense and I'm gonna knock you out and take away your jerk Hawaiian rules. Nigga, nigga. This crash out will not be televised. You feel me? Nigga cried. Nigga, you crying? I thought you was gangster. What happened? Listen, man. You don't let no other grown man tell you no nonsense like that. At that point, you gotta violate and go the extra mile and do it. You gotta violate and go the extra. If a nigga ever in his right mind tell you that. That's why I don't see how Hassan Campbell didn't get touched yet. Pause. Hassan Campbell did a similar thing to Doggy Diamonds. He told Doggy Diamonds he was gonna knock him out and clap his light bright buns. Facts. He said he was gonna knock his night lights out and clap his light bright buns, gang. And nothing happened to Hassan Campbell. I'm just saying. All right? I'm just saying. This crash out gonna be unprecedented. You can't be saying anything to another grown man and think it's just cool to say. But Saucy Santana already knew that Act wasn't on that type of timing with him. Saucy Santana knew that Act wasn't like that, man. And the truth is, Akademiks does have a bad habit of attacking women, mainly black women, right? Now I get it. Okay. This Lauren LaRosa chick said that you was a liar. Cool. The way he responded was out of pocket. The crash out wasn't even necessary. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, if somebody calls you a liar and they try to question your integrity, or whatever the case may be, bro, people been calling Akademiks a liar. So you just decided to go off on Lauren LaRosa and wild out on her for no reason. It didn't even warrant the response. The response wasn't warranted, bro. It's the fact that we trying to say. Let's just say Lauren LaRosa is capping. Akademiks, you've lied a lot in the past. And people have called you liars, including myself, have said, nigga, you're lying. And we proved that you was lying, right? So you said multiple lies in the past, but the fact that you're attacking this woman in such a way makes you look like a sucker. It's corny. You feel what I'm saying? So it wasn't a warranted response. You feel what I'm saying? That's not a warranted response. That's what I'm saying. Plus, on top of that, then you came for stat baby and all that. For what? What was the reason for that? That wasn't necessary. She said, okay, you're bugging, you probably need a vacation. I'm not gonna lie, Stat Baby wasn't lying about what she said though. Stat Baby wasn't capping about what she said. Nigga, you was turned up too much for no reason, bro. Why was you wilding like that? You feel me? Tim Smith says, all that Mase and Cam giggling and pause not gonna work on Act when Act shot that moot shot. They don't want it going to mess up sponsorship. First off, bro, let me tell you something. I don't know who you think Akademiks is, right? But this man has taken numerous upon numerous L's, okay? Akademiks has very much embarrassed himself, been embarrassed multiple times. Akademiks is labeled a Geppetto by the large majority of the internet, who all came together to call the nigga a Geppetto. Once you have such a label, there's no W you can actually get. All Mase and Camron gotta do is build on the fact that the nigga is a Geppetto. I don't give a damn what Mase did, and I don't give a damn what Camron did. Them niggas ain't Geppettos. So they can't lose, nigga. And they from Harlem, New York. Matter of fact, they from New York, period. Bro, if you think for 1 second Akademiks could outdo what they would do, you sound insane, my boy. I'm gonna just keep it a G-stack with you. And there's certain people who would never come for me because I'll make a movie out of them. So they don't do it. They're smart. You could try to come for me, but I'm different. Nigga, I done went at a lot of people, bro. Do you understand the things that I've done? Nigga, I done came for niggas who got millions of subs and made them niggas sweat, nigga. You gotta stop thinking because a nigga a nigga could do certain things, or you gotta stop thinking that Akademiks is one of them people, bro. He's not one of them, bro. That's what I'm saying. Ak is not one of them people. Akademiks could do niggas dirty that can't defend themselves. But niggas who can't defend themselves can't do nothing to Act. Act don't get W's over niggas who can't defend themselves, gang. I'm just saying. Act is funny sometimes, but he's not consistently funny. And he's not really a savage like that. He's not. Nigga, if you cried on camera, you're not a savage. Because what the hell you crying about? Nigga, you're not a savage. What are you crying about? You feel me? What the hell are you crying about? You a grown ass nigga. Why you crying in front of the world for? What's that about? You feel me? Niggas is crying on camera talking about a nigga gonna ruin a nigga sponsorship. Nigga bet money that he ruin his sponsorship. I bet you he don't. What sponsorship is gonna get ruined? These niggas then came for everybody. What sponsorships is getting ruined, gang? I don't understand what you even saying. Ack is, oh, so you like his meat. You like jerk seasoning in your mouth. Ack is battle tested when it comes to gangsters behind the camera and keyboard. So you like his meat. Yo, champ. If you wanna be a Frank jacket, just say that. Champ, that's all you had to say. You ain't gotta talk. You don't gotta listen. You ain't gotta beat around the bush. Just say you want your mouth to be a Frank jacket. That's all you gotta say, champ. I didn't ask you to do all that. You doing too much campaigning, nigga. Go inbox that nigga and tell him you love him, nigga. How about that? Yo, inbox Act and tell that nigga that you love him, nigga. Don't come to me saying this. No, tell Act this, nigga, because I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, gang. You got jerk Frank in your mouth, gang. Yeah. Your air vents got Frank in it, nigga. Yeah, go inbox that nigga and tell him you love him, nigga. All right? Look at this blazer. Another one. Go clear your air vents, nigga. How about that? Go clear your air vents. Niggas came here to talk about other creators. Niggas that's the reason that they on YouTube is because of me. That's crazy. I didn't come here to talk about other niggas, but whoever this nigga is, go inbox Ack and tell him you love him, nigga, because I'm not that guy. Right? Thanks. He's battle tested, champ. He can deal with gangsterism on and off the keyboard. Oh, really? Is that so? All right. Just like he dealt with a nigga put it in Frank and Shay Glizzy while he was outside. It's like he dealt with that, right? Okay. Okay, sure. Sure, nigga. All right, okay. Okay. All right. Sure. Okay, then. We gonna see. That nigga definitely got an axe shrine in his bedroom somewhere, nigga. There's definitely a shrine of axe somewhere in that nigga closet. Somewhere. Oh, champ. You niggas are filthy, man. He said battle tested. Nigga, you need to get a DTS in reverse test. Did you know that, champ? You know what a DTS is in reverse? You need to get that. You need to get that tested. You need to get tested, nigga. You may have too much all that baby mud inside you. You might need to get tested yourself. Since we speaking about being tested, nigga. When the last time you got tested? Matter of fact, before you enter Axe inbox, how about you get tested first? Make sure you don't got nothing. Make sure you don't got anything, champ, before you enter the man's inbox and put him at risk. By the way, yeah, champ, you should get tested too. All right, yeah, you get tested, nigga. All right. Y'all be coming at the wrong nigga. I'm not this person, nigga. I'm not this person, all right? Some of you bastards wake up and wash your face with your undershirt because you're filthy, nigga. You're a disgusting individual. Putrid scum. ET754 with $5 in town taxes says if Camron Mase don't check act, both them niggas on some BS-ish, respectfully. Salute to you for paying your town taxes. This nigga said they scrubbing their face with a sock. Hey, yo. Oh, chat. Sock scrub is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Exfoliating your face with a sock is demonic, nigga. By the way, I would like to say that, okay? Do the man a favor and smash up on the like button, gang. Run up these likes, smash the like button, share the video, right? Salute to y'all for paying the town taxes again for the town tax pays and all that. You're gonna have more content later, man. This is getting disgusting, man. When y'all gonna stop blazing, man? When are y'all gonna stop blazing, man? This is disgusting. I'm disgusted, man. Run up these likes, smash the like, share the video. We're gonna have more content later, okay? With special announcement, are you ready? It's the mayor. I want to know the New York Mayor, F. Eric Adams. Are you rocking with the town favorite True Face News, Big Gotham? And you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.